So there was a big fiasco in the Diamondbacks Rockies game last night on Tuesday, and it starts off in this inning with a Hampson at bat, top of the order for the Rockies. 2-2 ball game. Been a tight fought game. Couple homers given up by each of the pitchers, but aside from that, really a pretty clean game. So I like how this pitcher like crouches when he's like getting set. It's almost like he's got some evil plan. It's a very interesting stance. I've never seen another pitcher stand like that. So Hampson's sitting in this count 2-0, and he's looking for a heater. And he gets one right over the middle of the plate, and he sends it to the wall in center field. And Hampson runs well, really a pretty good athlete, and he loses his helmet as he's going around second base. The shortstop bobbles it, so no throw, a leadoff triple to start the inning for the Rockies. So Trevor Story, next at bat, sitting on a 1-1 count, nice and relaxed. Gets a fastball over the middle of the plate again, and singles into right center, And right fielder made a great attempt to try and catch that ball, but just trying to overextend. Not going to be able to come up with that one. You see Charlie Blackmon's in an 0-1 count. Hottest hitter in baseball right now, hitting .500 average. And this pitcher just serves another one up. Center cut fastball. And Charlie Blackmon thought he had it, but not quite. Goes right off the wall there in center field. Trevor Story's running around third. Also very incredibly fast player. Slides in for safe. I like the hook slide there. Perfect demonstration. Not even a chance to get him. And this pitcher's like, what the heck just happened? 3 balls hit to the fence. 3 balls hit to the outfield and 2 to the fence. Trevor Story looks back like, whew, guys. Yeah, that was a long run. I'm tired. Charlie Blackmon, no big deal. I'm just hitting .500. It's never been done before. It's only been done like once by Barry Bonds. I think in 2004 he was hitting .500 through the first 20 games, minimum 50 at bats. So yeah, no big deal. Just another day for Charlie Blackmon. So after an intentional walk to Nolan Arenado, Murphy comes up for the Rockies and he draws a 2-2 count to this lefty specialist. He's just fouled off a couple, and he stays back in the zone, gets a slider over the middle, and he just pokes it into right field for a single. That's going to send Chuck home, and that's going to send Nolan first to third. And Murphy comes up big with a nice ribby right there. So the Rockies try and keep it rolling here, but Ryan McMahon works a 3-2 count and then just swings over at a ball, does a little twirl. And that's a pretty good representation of McMahon's season so far. Striking out, not having good at bats, not putting the ball in play. Tough start for him, but he'll bounce back. The Rockies have high hopes for him. So here we have another young Rocky, struggling bat this year, but he goes 2-0, and he gets a fastball on the outside, or a slider, on the outside half of the plate, and he shatters his bat and drops it in front of the center fielder. Again, you see the Diamondbacks just reeling, trying to make some incredible play. 2 outs. Daniel Murphy goes flying around the bases, and he's like, what a goofball. He does this little kick cheer thing. Bunch of imaginary high fives with the teammates. And the Rockies are rolling at this point. 2 RBI or a double for Tapia with a little blooper into center field. Puts the Rockies up by 5, 7-2. Right here on the 1-1 count, he just went down and got it. Not really a bad pitch. Off speed, bottom of the zone. But ropes it down the left field line for a double. And then in the next at bat, a 1-1 count, and this guy just stays back, leaves his off speed in the middle of the plate, and he just goes up the middle, squeaks one by McMahon and Trevor Story. So LeCastro's gonna score, and things start to snowball out of control here for Dio. Up a bloop single here, just a ground ball with eyes right past Trevor Story. Get their new closer, Jairo Diaz, as Wade Phillips is on the injured list with shoulder pain, but we all know what happened. He blew that save earlier this year, and Bud Black just doesn't trust him. So you're not gonna embarrass the guy, but we gotta have better relief pitching. I mean, the Rockies are hot. We have a chance of making the playoffs this year. Have a great start, so we bring Diaz in. Right here he gives up a double down the line. Not a bad pitch, high fastball, but pretty center cut, and Tapia, it takes a bad bounce on Raimel Tapia, and so he has to dig it out from clear back by the warning track, and 2 more runs score. He gets jumped by Marte, and he just goes right up the middle with a nice piece of hitting. But, I mean, you leave your fastball in the zone, and it's one of these games where everything that they hit just seems to go where our players aren't. So, gives up another run there, and you say Buddy Black there. He's thinking, oh my gosh, we had a 6-run lead to start this inning, and now we're starting to lose it. Coach out there, and he talks to Diaz for a little bit. He's like, you got this guy? Can you finish it? You know, he's a good hitter, right? And Diaz is like, yeah, I got this. First pitch after the mound visit, Diaz gets Peralta to fly out to deep left field. He makes the catch on the warning track, but everyone just went, oh my gosh. When I was watching this game, I thought the score was going to be 8-8. I thought the Rockies were going to blow a 6-run lead. So we got 2 outs. Diaz needs 1 more. He's like, okay, I got this. After a 4-pitch walk, Diaz goes 1-1, and it doesn't make a bad pitch here. It's a fastball tailing away on the outside half, but I mean, they get another run in. Runner goes first to third, and you see the score creep up 7-8. Escobar with a nice single there, and Bud Black just makes the decision. He's like, you know what? With the tying run on third and the winning run on first, or the go-ahead run on first, he elects to pull Diaz. Former All-Star, back with Boston, had the yips though. A nice slider there. Doesn't get the call though. The umpire's like, we're going to make you earn it this game. Next pitch, Bard comes set and gives another slider on the outside half, and this time the umpire gives it to him. So he shrugs it off. He's like, okay, the outside corner's there, but I have to be consistent. Hits the same spot, but doesn't get the call. And now he's going, okay, is it a strike? Isn't it a strike? And here on this pitch, I like what he was trying to do. He comes back with a heater, 98 miles an hour, just tries to blow it by him, gets that second strike, and now Bard goes to work. Bard bends that slider in for strike 3, and that's the ball game. So quite a scare here at Coors Field. A fiasco in the bottom of the 8th and the top of the 9th, as the Rockies and the Diamondbacks had only scored 2 runs apiece. But then to score 6 and 5 in the last 2 innings is pretty crazy. Just goes to show how Coors Field's a hitter's park, and you never know what you're going to get. And I'm glad they're playing so well. But honestly, our bullpen has just looked terrible. Every time we bring in a new reliever, I feel like I'm watching this.